Hey everyone, this is Giovanni DM15, the guild leader of Franks. In this video, I'm going to be going over a couple things. Last week, these past 2 weeks, I've been able to play Arena more, so last week went super well. I mean, this week's going well too, but it's a bit easier this week. Last week, I actually placed 3rd place. So I had a little more time during the week. It was very worth it. I learned a lot. It wasn't an easy meta because bonus heroes were all the fairy tale heroes, from the anime. The collab was 3 weeks. It ended earlier this week, so they're most likely not coming back. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the team I used last week for rank 3, and then I'm gonna go over the team. I'm gonna do a couple of matches for this week's current arena also, and then I'm gonna go over the team that I'm using this week. So both teams are different. As you can see, when I was ranked 3 last week, my points were only 28k. This week, the bonuses are really strong, and they counter each other. So it's a very comfortable week compared to last week. Last week was it was a bit harder. So we go to the team I used last week. So here's the team right here. So it was Natsu, Erza, Abel, Lucy, and Amon. The bonuses, as I said, were the fairy tale heroes plus Gray, Wendy, who were the other 2 fairy tale heroes. And then also Nemesis and Vladdy. I think something else, I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna go over the runes really quick and then I'll explain the team. So when I first used him, he was 1-1-2, now he's 1-1-4. Level 4 S3 is a big improvement over level 2, so it's really good. So it's a basic rage and resist set. You can also do crit damage if you want, but rage is probably preferred. Crit chance is 30. Around 30-35, you'll still crit a solid amount. I mean, not to rely on it, but still solid amount could help out some matches. It's good to have a high multi-strike on him because he has a really strong S1. Natsu, especially if you go S2, land a couple of blaze procs, and then goes into S1, you can easily one-shot some weaker heroes. It's a really cool combo, gives you a lot of DPS outside of just nuking with your S3. And it's good to have some accuracy. It's not a lot. You want 30 to 40 on most of your heroes, because you're never going to really aim to directly kill Amon or Momo usually, but sometimes there's situations where you kind of have to make an attempt. So it gives you a solid shot usually. I mean, you may miss, but the point is you're giving yourself a chance, especially if high multi-strike, you get 2 chances. So, sometimes you just double your chance of hitting. So it's Natsu, now Erza. Now, before she had 591 speed, I switched to a world boss build right now. Before she had no multi or counter strike, she had more crit damage, more accuracy last week. So it was a resist and crit damage set, so it's just pretty basic. Abel, for anyone who doesn't have Abel, or if you have Abel not built, just build Abel. Like get him to level 60. You don't have to put any stars. Abel's just super useful right now, especially in Arena, Guild War, a lot of things. Abel's just overall a really good hero. Now, his runes aren't that great. Some ulti, some counter. Most importantly, as poison runes. Poison runes are really strong, especially if you get free counter attacks with Amon. It's very strong runes for supports and some defense types. And also, if you notice, he has 2 speed lines. After I go over the runes, I'm going to go over why the speeds are the way they are. They're very slow. I mean, Abel has 2 speed lines, but the others they don't really have any speed besides Erza. So, also one thing to point out is it was an interesting week because midway through the week, Momo's normal costume came out, and Abel's special costume came out, Abel's money costume, which changed Abel quite a bit. Not, I mean, it made him overall better. Took away something that was important, but overall, it's a really nice costume. It's really good. If you're able to get it, you should get it. I don't buy costumes personally, so you don't need to buy costumes to be relatively good at the game. Maybe a little harder, but bottom line is you just need to have the right heroes, or work on the right heroes, and you'll be fine. So I do a lot of arena and guild war. Helps a lot. If you just do advents and stuff all the time, it doesn't really help you too much. So Lucy, unfortunately she's only 1/1/1, but she's still really strong because with her gate key she gets 30% crit strike chance. So as you can see, she would actually be at 66% crit chance with really high crit damage. That's pretty high crit damage. She's good with multi, like, because her Lucy kick is pretty strong. That's a crit damage set. I don't run resist runes on her. I just want her. I want her to have as much damage as possible, pretty much. You know. One thing I don't have here anymore, which I had last week, was I only had on the last day. They're really important. They're called a Rune of Patience. It's a 1-turn immunity to damage over time, so it helped a lot. Like if Amon taunted Natsu usually S2, so if Lucy got somehow burned throughout any sequence randomly, or when Natsu RNG burns the start of his turn, he burns too. Natsu would S2 remove Able Bubble from Lucy, and Verdandi or something would follow that, and they would just kill Lucy. You know, usually level 6 S3 will most likely disable Lucy's resolve, and she'll just disappear from the game because I don't have Revive on my team. So yeah, that was for that, but now I switched back because I don't need them anymore. Like this build is fine. If anything, I'll put resist back on her, but I use Lucy for world boss and some advents, so it's pretty useful. And then lastly, the MVP of the week is Amon. Amon is one thing about the week is a lot of people, since Lucy was bonus, Lucy, you can make her really fast, so she S2s and she speed delays 3 heroes, and it combines really well with Leona's S3, which increases cooldowns for 3 heroes most of the time. So I have a relatively fast Leona. It's 720, it's not that fast, but it would normally get outsped. So I need something to help deter or distract Leona and Lucy from just totally slowing down my team. So Amon, if you know what Amon does, you know, he 80% of the time at the start of the wave, he gets to go first. So normally you would S2, and you have a chance to taunt any hero, and it gives guaranteed counterattack for a team for 2 turns. And the goal would be you'd want to taunt Leona or Lucy, so it directs their attacks towards Amon. Amon could evade pretty well, especially if he has high evasion. So even if he doesn't taunt them, if they have resist runes, he still draws aggression in a way. Like the computer is kind of weird. Like sometimes if you hit them, they sometimes will go to who just hit them. So that would happen a lot. Leona would go after Amon, miss Amon with her S3, and only increase 2 cooldowns on the team instead of 3. Or maybe even 1, you know, it depends. So his runes, it's pretty basic. He has counter runes because one of them has double evasion on them, my only one. So he definitely needs taunt runes. Taunt runes are really strong on him. You want high multi, high evasion, pretty much. High multi is really strong on him. So I'm just gonna go over why that. Well, let me go over the speeds first. So yeah, 589. Erza was 591. Abel's 586 with 2 speed lines. Lucy is 589. So usually you want and you don't have to do this all the time, but you usually want your attackers to follow each other so there's no gap for the opponent to counter like your assault kind of. So you know, it was just layering of attacks. It's really strong. And Abel, usually, I mean, you could make Abel slow, but it's good to have Abel immediately following one or two of the attackers that he has his bubble on, so that you could S2 again after they do their attacks. So it's basically a way to keep them always protected for like basically the first 2 turns, and usually the match could be over by then. So it's just really effective. You don't want any gaps, you know, because a lot of times, say if Abel was 560 or 540, whatever, allows someone else to slip in and try to hit the Lucy or Erza during that time. And obviously they're pretty frail, so like you don't want anything crazy going on. Now I'm going to talk about why the team was so strong. If you know what any of them do, I'm not going to really go over it too much. There's a lot of damage modifiers on this team that are team-wide. It's just a super strong combination. Well, first, you know, Natsu's leader skill. It's the same as Roy's, but also has the Lucy effect. If Lucy's in the party, you know, they all gain 20% attack. But damage over time, 70%. So if they have bleed from something like Erza, or they have burn from Natsu, or poison from Abel, you know, you do 70% more damage, which is like extremely strong. It's like an abusable leader skill. Also at Erza, you know, if you have, I have 2 other fairy tales on my team, so I get 30% additional damage, which is the equivalent of, well, 30% to the team, which is the equivalent of when Amon has his signet up, which gives 30% additional damage to the team also. Well, increases damage, so it's even stronger, not additional, yeah. So I think it's the same thing, I'm not sure. So you gain 60% increased damage for the team, on top of Natsu's leader skill, 70% damage to heroes with damage over time, and a 20% attack because Lucy's in the party. And it's just a really strong combination. It makes your S1s really strong. Lucy kick, like if Amon, when he gets his S2 off and puts counter on everyone, Lucy, her Lucy kick can easily one-shot. She crits, which, I mean, she'll crit most of the time because of her passive. Her Lucy kick can easily one-shot other Lucys, Natsus, get them to get their resolve to activate, which is really strong. It can one-shot a lot of things. And Natsu has really strong S1 also. So it's just a really effective combination of basically at turn 1, you don't even do anything, and you're already killing their team by doing nothing, just because you got free counterattacks off. So it's just a really strong combination. And also at Erza, you know, Erza and Natsu, they have things in their abilities where the party will gain 40% attack on top of all this if they fulfill certain conditions. So it's just a whole clutter of just damage. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. I think the fairy tale heroes are really strong. They have to be in the right team comps, though, because otherwise they'll just get blown away. I mean, they're attack heroes. It's the case for most attack heroes. They're not hybrid, you know. So, anyways, I think that's pretty much for that team. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to do some arena matches for this week's team. And after I do a few matches, I'm going to go over the team, like runes and stuff that I'm using currently this week. As you can see, my record this week is a much higher percentage. It's a much easier week. I mean, you still need certain heroes, but it's an easier week. Good bonuses. And the bonuses counter each other. Ruby counters Abel. Momo could kill Lydia and Abel easily. David could counter Abel. So, it's just really strong. Oh, I'm busy. So, I'm just going to do a couple matches. I'm not going to really talk much, but I'll say some basic stuff along the way. Now, as you can see, that's why Abel's good. Also, Leona's still really good this week, even if Abel doesn't have the special costume, but even if they do, like, you usually could hit Verdandi, or whoever's outside the bubble with Leona S3 still increase their cooldown, so it delays their Lydia, which is really strong. So, let's get rid of her. We could get poison. Ironically, I think the matches this week, sometimes, I don't have Ruby, so the matches do take a little longer than last week. I mean, it's usually the same kind of, but, that's why it's good to have the 30% accuracy, because Momo still had her quick reflex up, so I mean, it wasn't too likely I would hit her, but it gave me a higher chance than I did. So I mean, it didn't really matter, but it, you know, it saved me a turn. So probably do like 3 or 4 matches. I mean, there's usually a lot of costume Janice this week. They just happen to not have costume Janices, but it's really the same result. Like unless you let the Janice get out of control, then it doesn't really matter. Like, if your team controls what they do. Yeah. Oh yeah, I versed this guy before. I'm supposed to S3 Dio because, like, Dio's weird. When Dio sees Leona, he won't S3 first turn. Sometimes he'll just S2 Leona and freaking trip her resolve. So that's not good at all. I don't think I'm gonna lose, but it's not good. Can I banish Momo? 85%. Yep. So Momo's out the game. That's what's really good. Why Natsu's still good this week is because Lydia's on almost every team because she's bonus. So if you get to banish Janice or Momo, they're never coming back. So, because Lydia can't revive them. Yes. Oh, whoops. I screwed up there because I forgot Leona was stunned. Normally the combo is US3 with Abel, so you get abnormal status immunity for 2 turns the whole team. Leona's turn comes, and Leona S2s to speed up Momo, Abel, Natsu, Momo attack, and then Abel S2s to protect all of them, again, for a whole turn. So it's like a super abusable combo, but I forgot Leona was stunned, so I might lose here. I don't know. This is gonna hurt. Or not. Can I kill Janice? Yep. He's probably gonna get revived, but it's fine. God, she's still stunned. Maybe I should have S3'd last turn with Lydia. Oh yeah, Lydia's turn never came, that's I could do it. Yeah. Can I kill Janice? Nope. Can I kill now? Oh, I RNG killed Abel. That's not good. I'm probably not even playing this that good. I kind of needed the crit on Janice. Oh. Oh, thank God for no crit. So now you could die, Janice. That's payback. Also, one thing to note, my Lydia and my Abel both have poison runes, so that's why he was poisoned. It's very strong. Whatever, just gonna do this. So now he's going to S3 next turn. Or he might S2, but his S3 cooldown gets reset when his resolve goes off the so just gonna defend. I mean it gets weaker. I mean it's weaker if the opponent has less than 5 enemies, and also I mean only a small part of it ignores defense. So that's why I defended with Abel, because it'll block a lot of the damage. Well, not block it, but it'll just make her stronger. So, you know, obviously I screwed up that game, but, you know, I still won. You just have to play the game out. And I guess, as I said, have a clue. You know, just understand how other heroes work. So, if something goes wrong, you still have a good chance to win. Now this is, we get to see costume Abel, Ruby, and the costume Janice, so this is a more interesting match. So S3 to Lydia. See, they love going after Abel. Oh, sometimes Ruby will go after Momo, and it's still a gamble because she has to hit Momo while her quick reflex is up. But Abel, especially a weaker Abel, like with no stars, or even 1 star, she draws a lot of attention to teams usually. So that's what happened there. Well, Ruby removed the bubbles were passive from Momo and Natsu. So that's why their bubbles are removed. I can't really kill anything here because she has debuff immunity up. So I'm just going to do this. I mean, even what will usually happen, I don't run resist runes on Abel, so if that did stun, which it usually does, if it stuns Abel, it doesn't really matter just because I have Leona. And we do the combo right after this, but let me banish Momo, hopefully. Yep. Wonderful multi-strike. That was really good. So now I'm gonna do the combo, S3. With Lydia, I'll just attack. So maybe I could get a poison off. No, just attack. Oh, that's good. I got poison off on Janice. So reset those 3 with Leona's S2. And I'm going to. I just want to get rid of this guy. Oh, multi-strike. My Momo also has relatively good multi-strike also. You want high counter, but multi-strike is also really good. Lydia hasn't had her turn yet, and her cooldowns are increased, so she can't even, like, that's why Leona's so good. Like, she hasn't even had a turn yet because of Leona. And when her turn comes, she can't S2 or S3. So it's like so abusable. Maybe I could land a poison. Yep, there's a poison. Oh. Wait, maybe she did have a turn. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I thought I increased her cooldowns. Maybe I missed when she had a turn. Yeah, this is one of the things I hate about Lydia. Like, she has debuff immunity up. I can't really do anything. I just have to stall. Well, not stall, but she'll revive. But I mean, Ruby sucks anyway. Now I could kill her. See the blaze on them. I'm not even gonna attack. Well, I'm gonna one-shot Ruby right now. That's how strong Blaze is. Blaze is so good. That was from Natsu's S2. It's a 70% chance. Probably do 2 more. Well, I'm gonna go over a team before I do the next match. Momo. I use a crit damage set. You can use Rage. Rage is really strong also. I just like crit damage because it gives more room. Well, I mean, it depends on your runes. Like if your destruction runes have attack lines on them, it's basically the same. It's not the same thing, but you know, you're still gonna have a relatively high attack stat while having extra crit damage. So I would like to have more counter, but I need to get triple counter attack runes. I don't have those. I have some double. So 41 is not that bad. Crit chance is obviously really high. It's very good. You want Momo to crit because when she has target sighted up, she gains 60% attack and 40% crit damage. So you want her to crit. Not most of the time. Like, yeah, if they have Lydia, your damage will be. If Lydia has debuff immunity up, you know, your damage will go down a little bit. But if your crit damage is high, it doesn't even mitigate that much. Like Momo is just really strong. So, and also, yeah, that's Momo. No speed. Oh, yeah, resist runes. You don't need resist runes, but I just prefer them. I use her for Guild War a lot. On my defense, so she needs resist runes there. Just in case if someone taunts her somehow. Or something. Abel. I showed Abel earlier. Natsu. I showed Natsu earlier. Lydia. My Lydia, I mean, ideally you want resolve runes, but I don't have enough yet, so I use poison, hearts, and one-on-one runes, which are really strong. Well, they're called defense runes, but they're really strong. Good for helping her live the first turn. No speed. I mean, the accuracy is just there because of the runes. I don't really need it. I would like to get her multi and counter higher, but I would need to get more runes for that. But it's at a solid level for now. Her HP is pretty high, so it's pretty cool. Leona, so 705, but with her badge it's 716 attack speed. So it's agility sets with well, these are my only double speed runes, so that's why she has them, protection runes. It's good to have, you know, 30 to 35% crit chance like I saw in Natsu. It's really strong. You'll crit a good amount of times. I like her to have high accuracy. If I could put higher, maybe I would, because when she has 3s, she could randomly hit Momo and increase Momo's cooldowns and also not trigger Momo's target sighted by her evading. So it's good to have accuracy on Leona. I want to get higher multi, but it's just the way I have my runes now. Multi, counter, both good on her. So now we go to the next match. I mostly use the same team all the time. Sometimes I'll bring in Amon over Leona. I mean, I could also bring in Lust for Amon, but it's not really a big deal. Oh, there's no Abel on this team, I just noticed. That's kind of weird. I want Verdandi to waste her S3 now. I don't want to increase her cooldowns by mistake. I'll just make the match a bit easier, I guess. Well, I want them to all use their attacks. So, you know what? I'm just going to, I'm going to S1. Because they're going to waste all their attacks. So I don't need to delay anyone's cooldowns. I could S3 for superpower S3 next turn now. And also, they have weapon corrosion up by Arachnia, so my Leona would have not done that much damage anyway. So they'll be gone next turn. Let me, I still have weapon. Oh, I could kill Arachnia. No. Well, not kill her, but that's really strong to trip Amon's resolve. So that's why I S1 with Leona. I mean, I did get a lucky counter. Well, not a lucky counter when Arachne attacked Momo, but it's good to. I mean, I got some chip damage with Leona. I'm not sure how much it mattered, but it allowed me, even through weapon corrosion, to kill the Arachne and activate Amon's resolve. I want to banish Momo now because the resolve is gone now. So, yep, she's gone from the game. No more leader skill, no more Momo. Do my combo now. Maybe I could poison Lydia. Nope. Oh, this is spicy. Because since I didn't S3 first turn, I kinda... Verdandi already used their S3, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm just gonna try and nuke some people. Because as you could see, she has 40% attack increase now because Natsu's passive when he attacks a burned enemy. So yeah, I might nuke some people here, let's see. Oh, that was good. If I hit if it went after Verdandi would have died also. Well, I would have activated her resolve. Ooh, nice counter. Let's get rid of Lydia. Let's get I want to remove Bus from Verdandi. There's S2. Kill it. Arachne. Ooh, nice multi. I think I'm gonna do one more. How much time? Okay. I'm gonna do one more. My highest streak this week, I think, was like 65 or so. That's a very comfortable week. Oh, that's not comfortable. If you're trying to go for top this week, it's not a good idea. You would just probably kill yourself. Not kill yourself, or you have to use an auto team like that. But everything I do is manual. I don't auto arena. It's just kind of tricky because Ruby. Sometimes when I see Ruby, I'll bring Amon in over Leona. But I mean, this guy's team isn't that good because he's using Cynthia, and Cynthia's good. If you don't have, like, Cynthia's good against me because I don't have costume able. But here I'm just going to increase cooldowns of Lydia. I think I hit Cynthia. Yeah, I hit Cynthia too, so it's good. See, Ruby's 80% to remove buffs from attack and defense heroes doesn't always go through. As you can see, my Momo and Natsu still have it, but I mean, it wouldn't matter because they have Melancholy, so if she did go after Momo could have died. I mean, she could have evaded also, but with Melancholy, it basically negates the bubble. Melancholy from Cynthia, so... I can't kill anything here. So I'm going to just S2. It's always good to S2 so you reset your quick reflex, which gives you 70% evasion. Well, added, so actually 75 with the initial 5%. Only thing that I can't banish, I can't go after Momo yet because she still has one more turn of quick reflex. The running guys, so not work. Maybe I might try to, you know what? I don't really care about Ruby. I'm gonna S2 here. Oh. So I hit her twice. Look at that. Oh, 30% accuracy. And I got multi-strike. And she had Blaze, so she was gone. Now this combo is even more useful against, one thing to note, see, Lydia would Lydia will revive if everyone has like full health usually. So Lydia would have normally revived Momo, but her cooldowns were increased by Leona. So it just retards the Lydia kind of. It slows her. Leona slows her. So yeah, this combo is useful against Cynthia. I guess if you ever see Cynthia. Oh wait, I'm silenced. Never mind. Whoops. Well, if I wasn't silenced, I would S2. These three would remove Melancholy from Momo, and it would make their turn come again. So, let's do this. Also, one good thing about Leona this week is that she does good damage to Lydia, especially with Momo Leader skill. She could hit Lydia pretty hard, so that's important. Yeah, I just want to get rid of Lydia. I don't care about anything else. I mean, they both have Blaze, so I could kill them. But I gotta get rid of her revive, and then I need to kill her. Yep. Now I could do the combo. I'm not silenced anymore, right? Yeah, so I can do it now. This. I think Cynthia dies to an S1 because of Blaze, yeah. Blaze is just really strong. Basically, Blaze doubled my, Blaze's scaling goes off, it goes off whoever the attacker's attack is. So, if Natsu has 8,000 attack, it does 200% of his attack. So that's 16k, but then you have to factor in defense and stuff, so it could be like an extra 8k, 9k damage. So, I think that's it for now. Those are some solid matches, and I hope it was a good video. You know, a lot of things going on. Everything's been going well, and I hope maybe some of you learned a thing or two. And I'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.